All right. Let me check on the. I think we are live now. Let me check on the abstract chain real quick, and also maybe on the YouTube. See if
Cool.
it's live. Just give me a second. Hold on, everybody. If you are already here, let me see. Okay, I saw it on the. All right. Yeah, I think I can hear clearly. Hold on. Let me just share this to the Twitter a bit, just so that make sure that the people on the YouTube and on the X and on the abstract can see this. Okay. Okay. Hey. Hello. Hey, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Crypto 2025. And we have our guest speaker here. And he is from Project Muhdo. Hey, Sam. Hello. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate the time.
Yes. Oh, we have few people already been already watching. So anyway, hey guys, today we will talk about the designs. As you guys see the topic that are on the screen right here. If you're watching from YouTube, you make sure you share on it. X, you can share on it. If you are from the abstract chain as well, then make sure you can check it out as well. So today topic will be explain me and fire. What is designs? What is Web3? Is it dead now already, or how to catch this trend? 2025 with Muhdo Hub. Yeah. So let's welcome Sam Hobson, MD from the Muhdo Hub. Hey, welcome. Hello, Sam.
Hey, thanks. Nice to meet you.
All right. Hey, maybe just a little bit before we go too deeply into the deep science. Can you maybe introduce yourself a bit? Like, well, what do you do? Where are you from? In Web3, something like that.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Sam Thompson. I'm the managing director of the Muhdo Hub. This is my first Web3 project that I've done. But our business, we've been around since 2017, and we specialize in the science of epigenetics. And for anyone that doesn't know what that is, epigenetics is how your lifestyle and your environment affects your genes and your cells. And we've built a platform that enables you to track and measure this. And over the years, we've done a ton of research with some of the top universities in the world, like University of Singapore, King's College London, Stavanger University. We've built 40 health applications for white label partners, and we've built a research platform that's been used by over a dozen multi-billion-dollar companies. So we're very established in the real world. We're very established in science. Our science has been proven. Our technology has been proven, and we're now building a Web3 ecosystem to bring a ton of new products and services to the consumer market, because before we were dealing with mainly B2B and research. But now, because we've proven all of our research, we're now launching a ton of products and services into the consumer market. And we're using the blockchain to make this the most transparent and efficient platform to be able to deliver those services, if that makes sense.
Wow, that's a lot of things to cover. I guess like before we go to actual like your business, which we will talk as well. But hey, maybe let's go over the topic today already. Like, hey, if I'm like 10 years old and I would love to learn about science, and I heard this word, hey, this science and Web3. Maybe just some introduction, like what is this science to like a 10 years old.
I'll do my best to answer that to a 10-year-old. I mean, decentralized science is I think the future of scientific funding and research. The problem with science and the way that science is funded today is all of the money comes from the foundations. It comes from the pharmaceutical companies, and it's a very centralized process. And in order to get funding for research, scientists normally have to fit a certain narrative to be able to get that funding. So DeSci opens up a whole new world of opportunities to scientists and researchers that are looking to get funded, but also it provides a platform for that research to be shared in a transparent, immutable, trustless environment, which is obviously the blockchain. Did that make sense?
Okay, maybe can you go over like how the science actually like work as a funding? Like why why can't they just get, okay, let's talk about if you're a doctor and people they're nurse, they can get maybe salary, like, but like why should we get some funding from the designs?
I think it's more about the type of funding is the problem that this solves, because researchers, they always have to follow the guidelines of what the money wants. And if you're being funded by big pharma, they don't want you to fund things that will go against the monopoly that they have. So why is DeSci crucial to the future of science? I think because, again, to answer the question, it opens up new avenues and new opportunities for researchers to get funding for research that they want to do without having to follow the guidelines and the rules and the regulations that big pharma and the institutions that only care about profit have put in place to make it difficult to get funding. If you're going to do some research that is going to take profit from big pharma, you're never going to get the funding in the traditional world. So DeSci allows anybody, if they want to go and get funding, all they have to do is to create a project and convince their community that the project is worth funding. And that, I think, is the liberation from the establishment, the control mechanism, that the centralized funding, where the way it works in the normal world. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it makes sense. So basically, like, maybe if scientists, they want us to get fat, so hey, let's eat something that make you get fat, but the science research actually back it that this is not going to get you fat. Okay, I kind of get it now. All right. Interesting. But okay, what about like let's talk about maybe equipments and like the building and anything about related to healthcare. Is actually the science actually helping build on that part as well? Like the physical items. We in Web3, we are too like delusional on something, the digital asset, right? So let's bring people back to the real world now. Like, is that related? Just explain me, Lam 10 again.
Well, I mean, again, when you're dealing with real world outcomes, ultimately the benefit is shown in the real world. I think that bringing DeSci into science or giving people the opportunity to participate in investing in research or in new products gives them the opportunity to get value from the real world, bringing it back into the Web3. But ultimately, a digital product, DeFi digital product isn't the main focus with DeSci, and this is why its potential is so big, because what DeSci is creating is real world outcomes, real world products, real world services. So I think bringing Web3 into that is giving people an opportunity to bring value from the real world back into the token, to the communities, to the ecosystem. Whereas, a digital product or a digital service, it doesn't really bring value from the real world. It only creates value in Web3, which means the potential is always going to be smaller. With DeSci, we are solving problems for the real world. And if you can fund a project that has the opportunity to create products or services that can bring value back from the real world into Web3, then obviously it's going to have huge value to people that are investing in DeSci projects. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Anyway, like maybe you give us like some real example. So okay, maybe not the designs, but maybe from like the fundraising that actually happened from the the healthcare startup, and they actually fundraise and then they create real product that people actually been using already like today's because of this kind of startup healthcare. Maybe like just for the people who like not in designs yet, but hey, this is probably the better part. Like how is it transition from Web 2 to Web3?
I mean, I can only give you that. I mean, in DeSci, it's so new. It's such a small narrative right now that not many projects have actually raised money and created a product. Most projects in DeSci are raising money to do research, to find a product or to prove that a product works. What's different with us is we already have products. And we're using this fundraising to take our existing science, our existing technology to create new products and use the blockchain for real world utility. We are not building a blockchain business. We're building a business on a blockchain, and we're using the blockchain to create more efficient products and services, and to create a more transparent environment in healthcare. And I think our project is so different to all of the other projects in DeSci, because all of them are just chasing research. We've already done the research, so I can only use us as an example. We have raised money because we're launching personalized healthcare products, supplements, eventually cosmetics that are personalized to you. But we created the technology in Web2 that has enabled us to do this. But we are now using Web3 funding to take these products and services that we've proved through the research out into the consumer market. And from that, we bring 30% of revenue back into the Web3 ecosystem to reward the token holders for giving us the funding to go and create those projects. So I know I kind of didn't answer the question directly, but I don't know any other examples because it's so new, you know, that nobody's proven their business model. So this is why some people are like, is DeSci dead? Is DeSci? There's only probably 20 projects that are even credible or even worth talking about. And all of them are just funding research. We are creating products in our project from the research that we've already done. So the beginning of our journey in Web2 has enabled us to be at the front of Web3 as DeSci grows. And I think the reason why it's not dead is because at the moment, all the big players, Vitalik, CZ, everybody's saying that DeSci is going to be the next big narrative. Why? Because we're solving problems for the real world. That is how you get mass adoption. But until people create more products and more services, it's still going to be a very small space. We are going to be at the front of the queue. We're going to lead this sector without a shadow of a doubt, because we've already done the hard work in Web2. We're 8 years ahead of everyone else. And now we're using Web3 as the platform to take these products to the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Hey, I see that we try to get to your business too, but okay, you mentioned one bit as well. This science, is it dead? Is it gonna take a while, you think? Because we try to do the transition from the actual like healthcare space into the Web3. That's why it take a while. I mean like we just heard this side two months ago basically. But what do you think about maybe overall the, how do you say this, like the overview of this science in 2025? Is it worth investing, or is it worth like take a look? Or what do you say about it? Except your project is pretty awesome. Yeah.
Well, I think it all comes down to outlook and how long you're willing to invest. I think if you're investing in anything that's focused on the real world, you have to take a longer term view. You know, meme coins are all about narratives. They're pump and dumps, most of them, but you can make money. And I have no problem if people want to jump on a meme coin and make money. But decentralized science or DeSci as a sector is trying to solve real world problems. So ultimately, I think it's definitely worth investing in. If you invest in a project that finds the cure to cancer or to solves a huge problem, then obviously you're going to make a lot of money in the long run. But the problem is it takes a long time to prove science, which is why it's taken us 8 years to prove our science. 8 years. That's how long it's taken. So I would just say this: if you're looking for short-term gains, it's probably not the place to look at. But if you're a longer-term investor looking for big value, then just be careful about the projects that you're investing in, and make sure that they have credible teams. Make sure that the problem they are trying to solve is realistic, because a lot of this stuff is sci-fi. Oh, we're gonna freeze people, and you know, when science catches up, you know, we can melt you down and then you can live forever. That's bullshit. No offense to those guys. They probably don't like me because I always, you know, use these examples. That's never going to work. You know, we are solving problems for people every day. How do people improve your life? How do you live a better life? You know, that's what we're focused on. So I would say that, for me, I hate the fact that people look at this as a DeSci project, because we're a real world project that uses science to create value for people in their lives. But in Web3, everybody likes to put you in a box. We're a little bit of everything. We have real world applications. We have DeSci, we have AI, we even have our own layer 1 blockchain. So you could call us, you could call us a little bit of everything. But I definitely think that the DeSci space is going to be massive. All the big players are supporting DeSci, getting involved in it, because I think the days of meme coins are coming to an end. I think there's been too many rug pulls. Too many people are just launching dogs and frogs and all these meme coins all the time. Blockchain was not created for meme coins. It was created to offer a more transparent and efficient platform for businesses. And we need more real world businesses to adopt the blockchain so that it can really become mass adoption, which everybody wants. Everybody talks about this dream of mass adoption, but then they focus on meme coins that have no real utility. So, ultimately, to answer your question, yes, it's definitely worth investing in, but just be careful what you invest in, and look for real projects solving real problems that will be solved in this lifetime.
True. I would say like it's all like a startup in general tradition of finance too. Like startup has maybe like 0.1 success rate per business, and crypto startup are similar but even worse. But like, hey, we might be talking to one of the 0.1 here right here. But anyway, guys, I would say first, also, this is not financial advice while you guys listen to this content. But hey, Sam, let's go deep into Muhdo now. Hey, maybe in 2 minutes, what is Muhdo trying to solve for this world? 2 minutes, man.
2 minutes. Look, we're building a health and wellness ecosystem on a blockchain. We are creating personalized healthcare products that are all going to be personalized to you based on your genetics. And we are giving you a platform where you can track and measure the effects of these products on your body, inside your body. So the problems we're trying to solve are healthcare is generic. The one size fits all approach in healthcare is crazy, because everybody is different. Everybody has different genetics. Even supplements affect everybody differently. We give you a platform to understand your genetic code and a platform to track, measure, and optimize the products that we're going to sell to you that are based on your genetics. So they are personalized healthcare products. And I think that's an amazing platform. I think that the world needs personalization. Now that the technology exists to be able to personalize products, it is the only way forward, because generic solutions only profit the pharmaceutical companies, because it's cheaper to mass produce products the same for everyone than it is to create unique personalized products. So I think that's the main problem. Not only that, we are removing greed from healthcare. Modern healthcare puts profit above people. We are reversing that. And that is why we're using the blockchain. That is why we are funding these products through our community that believe in our mission. We're doing this for the 99% to make personalized preventative healthcare affordable to everyone, because it's not right that healthcare should be expensive. Everybody should have the chance to, have their best possible health. And if you don't understand your genetics, then some of these products that you're taking can actually have a harmful effect. So that's another problem that we're solving as well. But furthermore, about bringing transparency to healthcare. Look at after
Sam,
COVID.
Maybe just a bit. How is the customer or the client or the people, the patient, how are they using your products? So is it on apps? Is it on the physical products that they have to stab their needle, or like tell me more visual on that?
Okay, so we do DNA and epigenetic testing. So your DNA is what you're born with. Your epigenetics is how your lifestyle affects your genes. So if you wanted to use our platform, you would order a test, you would download the app, you provide a saliva test, a saliva sample in a tube, you spit in a tube, you send that to a lab. We then get the results. We run it through our bioinformatics platform, which generates the results for you. And then we push that information into the application. So now you have the application. It will tell you where your mineral deficiencies are, what areas you need help with, how your cells are aging. And then we will recommend to you products to take to improve your health and wellness. You then go onto the shop and you say, buy. You buy those products on a subscription. And then every 6 months, we will send you a free test so that you can check that it's working.
Okay, I see. Yeah, make more sense now. Like, how is it actually, like, if I'm gonna use it, how does it works? Okay,
Right.
I see. Okay, Muhdo, how is it unique to the market here? Like, what's the uniqueness that you guys bringing?
Well, look, I think again, it's a real world opportunity. You know, the way that our business model works is we take value from Web3 to create products and services to sell to Web2, and then we bring 30% of revenue back into the token ecosystem to support the token, reward participants, and create more products and more services. So I think what makes our project unique is it's a sustainable business model. Once we get to 100,000 subscribers, we won't need a bull market or a bear market. It will be a self-sustaining ecosystem built on a blockchain, bringing real world revenue back into the token to then use the token to invest in more products and more services. So it's like a flywheel effect from Web3 to Web2, from Web2 to Web3. And not only that, there are not many products in Web3 that sell to the real world. You know, it's all digital features. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, hey, I need a ZK protocol, but every single person in the world cares about their health. It's the one thing that unites everyone. Color, creed, religion, doesn't matter. We all breathe the same oxygen. We all need to look after our health. Health is your wealth. So we're creating a platform that allows everybody that has a mobile phone to learn what's going on inside their body and then be able to solve those problems, you know, and improve their health and wellness. So what makes it unique is this is a product from Web3 that everybody in the world cares about and can benefit from. And then we're bringing real value back into Web3, which most projects don't bring any value back into their token. It's all hype and speculation.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, hey, how about this? Also, maybe we heard your product, we heard how your company works, we heard how your products are. Where are you guys based at, and what about your team? Like, are you guys working in what country is that?
We've got the main office is in the UK. We're based out of the BT Science Park in Ipswich. So we've got 17 full-time members that work for the company full-time. We've got a Web2 dev team. We have a Web3 dev team. We have scientific partners as well, and we have myself, who's more kind of front-facing for the Web3 project. But yeah, we've got a pretty big team. We've got a proven team. Everybody's got great backgrounds. Everybody's doxed. Everybody has their faces to the project. Even the Web3 team, you know, we're the first project that the dev has doxed on because we're a real company. We're transparent. We've been in business since 2017. We've partnered with some of the biggest universities in the world. We've done business with multi-billion-dollar healthcare businesses. We've got billionaires who have built billion-dollar healthcare businesses investing in our project and backing our project with their face and with their name. So yeah, I mean, we're very established, very transparent, and very real.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, like, I look it up as well, and I see like all the people on the website. You guys are like, you know, show the face, and that's the credibility. Like, people like to see it. We just want to know, like, are they actually working, or are they just like some pictures online? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
good thing.
they're working too much, probably.
Yeah. Also, maybe can you explain me on that? You said you been partnership with some maybe it's hospitality business also, or like some college. Maybe can you give us some idea on that as well? Like how
Yeah,
is it like collaboration?
yeah. Look, we've done a ton of projects with the National University of Singapore. King's College London is probably the biggest medical university in Europe, if not the world now. We've worked with Stavanger University on mental health and cognitive research. Exeter University. If you Google Muhdo and Predictum, you will see that we are part of a 21 million euro funded project funded by the European Union. Some of the biggest health insurance companies in the UK use our platform. You can Google Muhdo. You can see all of this stuff is out in the public domain. I can share a video with you guys. If you go onto our Twitter, you'll see we did a podcast with Dr. Richard Su, who is the head of aging and longevity at King's College London. We just announced a new partnership with those guys. We've got more partnerships that we're about to announce as well. So, in terms of credibility and, in the DeSci space, no one's got what we've got. Nobody's done the amount of work that we've worked. Nobody's got the support that we've got from academia, from blue chip companies. We're proven in that regard.
Okay. Hey, how about in next 5 years, man? 2025, 2030. Like, what are you guys planning? How should I see Muhdo in 5 years?
All right. Well, look, I'll tell you now. So what are we actually building? You haven't given me the chance to tell you what we're building. So we're building an ecosystem in Web3. So we have our own layer 1 blockchain, right? That's already built, goes mainnet in a couple of weeks. But we're not building a blockchain business. We're not launching meme coins. We're not doing that. It is the foundation layer of the ecosystem that lets us pay rewards, royalties, manage consent. If you want your data to be contributed to research, you can consent. It's an audit. But also we have a marketplace which is going to be selling hundreds of products eventually. So we don't want people paying $4 in gas fees for a $6 project. So we built our own layer 1. Okay, but it's for our ecosystem. On top of that, we have 6 consumer applications. We have a health and wellness app with an AI health coach that has already been approved by the App Store and Google. It is now in beta phase, and we have our first supplement range launching right now. That's already done. We've already delivered that. We also then have a mother care platform, which I can tell you now, there will not be a pregnant woman in the world that will not want that platform. It is unique. Nothing exists like it. And it is so valuable to those mothers that it's going to be an absolute unicorn. So we have that. We have a healthcare platform for gamers. We have a coaching application for professional and non-professional fighters. You guys are in Asia, right? So you probably heard of One Championship. Yeah. We've got John Haggerty, the biggest star in the One Championship, is the face of our Fight Hub. We've got George Jarvis, who won every single world championship belt you can win in Muay Thai by the age of 23. We've got Freddie Haggerty, who's the future, signed up, and we're announcing 4 more world champions over the next couple of weeks that will be a part of the Fight Hub. So, that's pretty exciting. We're also building a mental health application with Savior Warrior Foundation, which deals with PTSD, mental health, and suicide. So, yeah, these are the core applications that will sit on top of the blockchain. On top of those applications is a marketplace that will sell products into each of these different applications. On top of that is a research platform that with AI that pulls all of this data from all of these different applications to keep improving our services, keep creating new products and new services as well. And then we have a data marketplace that anybody that is part of the ecosystem can choose to contribute their data to research and earn money from doing so. Make sense?
I see. Well, what about like how is it like how do you say, like contributing to the revenue while you say like it's a flying loop, right? It go from Web2, from the physical products, people earn a reward into Web3 and then they can exchange, come back and forth. How is that working in terms of actual like the revenue. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, everybody in Web3, they talk about data is the new gold. Oh, we're going to monetize your data. You're going to get all this money from data. Nobody's ever done it, right? So we do it in 3 ways. So essentially, if your data is used to create products, right? All of the research we've done is because we've sold 70,000 tests to people that have given us their data. And their data has huge value. We've never sold anyone's data. We've used it to create products and prove our science. So the way our model works is 30% of all revenue that is generated within the ecosystem goes back into the token. So if you've contributed or you're a part of that ecosystem, 10% of that revenue goes into a rewards pool. So we give you immediate value from the products. 10% of that goes into buyback and burn to support the chart, to support the token, to give value to the rewards that we're paying to you. And then the remaining 10% of that goes into a fund, which the DAO manages and will essentially be used to invest in more products and more services. So we're always creating more value for the token by investing in more products and more services. So to answer your question, 30% of all revenue goes back into the token, and we use that to create value for the Web3 holders, the Web3 backers, the Web3 community. And I think that's quite unique because, we're talking about big money. If we had 100,000 subscribers to our products, that is 84 million a year, right? 84 million a year in revenue. 8.4 million goes into rewards. 8.4 million goes into buyback and burns. 8.4 million goes into an investment fund to create more value for the token holders. If we had 1 million subscribers, 84 million goes into rewards, 84 million goes into buyback and burn, and 84 million goes back into the fund. And they're big numbers. And you've got to understand, we've just done partnerships with companies that have tens of millions of customers that we will be promoting our products to. We've got people on our board that have built multi-billion-dollar healthcare businesses that will be driving the US market, that will be driving the Asian market. I mean, just go look at the people that we're dealing with. John Jang, you guys are in Thailand. He's the CTO of the CP Group. You think he doesn't know what he's doing? So that's already something from a distribution network. We've got a lot of exciting opportunities, but also we already have 70,000 customers that we have never sold supplements to, that we will be pushing these products to. And what makes our products so unique compared to the competition is we're going to give the tests away for free, and we're going to crash the price of premium healthcare products. And we're going to make them affordable to the 99%. So when you think about, you can get this premium product at such a good price that gives you rewards, that gives you value, and it gives you the opportunity to earn money from your data, it's a no-brainer. So the revenue coming back into the token is potentially massive. Even just 100,000 is huge for the token. But as we get to, so now to answer your question, where are we going to be in 5 years? We are going to smash that. I mean, if we don't have 1 million subscribers in 5 years, I'd be shocked. That Mothercare application is so unique. I mean, I expect 1 million subscribers from just the Mothercare application. There are 2.1 billion gamers in the world, right? And they're starting to see a lot of health issues with people that spend all day in front of a blue screen, drinking Red Bull, drinking Monsters, eating shit, and having these dopamine fixes, playing games all day. We have identified a number of issues that gamers are having. We have cognitive games inside the application that have been used by NASA, the Air Force, DVLA. These games are proven that if you play them, they will improve your cognitive health. We have supplements for gamers. Now, that on its own is massive. How big is the fight industry? Massive. How big is the health and wellness industry? Massive. And we have the most accurate test in the market We're going to give it away for free to people that subscribe to our supplements. And that, my friend, is how we're going to get 100,000 subscribers, then 1 million subscribers. And we have 6 applications that are coming to the market. 4 of them are going to come this year. And the first one, we've been live in the market for 7 weeks and we've already delivered it. We're just going to keep delivering. So where we're going to be in 5 years, that's where.
Okay. Hey, just a little bit notes on, you said the transparency of the blockchain. Like every kind of transaction, is it recorded for the on the blockchain as well? Is it like say the woman pregnancy stuff, the gamer stat stuff? Is it how's the privacy working over there? Just in short way, because maybe just want to talk about the other question as well.
Yeah, look, so privacy is a big thing in healthcare. I mean, ultimately, you know, if somebody, let's say there's a research project into herpes, right? Nobody wants the blockchain to know they just got paid $500 for herpes research, right? So we've done a partnership with Secret Network, who are probably the leaders in confidential compute on blockchain. So Secret Network, their functionality will allow you to claim rewards privately and keep that information on chain. Every transaction in the marketplace will be on the blockchain. So we'll be able to see, hey, this amount of products got sold, this amount of subscriptions got sold, because the buybacks and burns are automatic. We just, as soon as that transaction happens, boom, done. So there'll be complete transparency in the ecosystem, but users will still have the option to maintain their personal privacy through the partnership we have done with Secret Network. And we have also partnered with VeChain on the supply chain provenance. So all of these products that we're making, we have partnered with VeChain so that you will be able to have full transparency in the products, where they've come from, and you will know that these products have been tested, they are clean, and they are what they say they are. Make sense?
Okay, yeah. I heard about the VeChain as well. They're doing pretty good tracking stuff, so it should help, very helpful on the healthcare part as well and the science. Anyway, right. Hey, you mentioned about the price and the token as well. Okay, if we check it out, Muhdo Hub, on the CMC, right? The token called DNA. The price does look a little bit bad since launch. Maybe can you explain on that? How is that? Why is it like that?
Well, I mean, look, we had a great launch. We had a really great launch. The price went up a lot, and unfortunately, when you do have a great launch, people take profit. People take out their initials, and that's something that you just can't find. Most charts that you see have this like parabolic rise, and then they start their journey again. I think for us, it's a number of reasons. One, we had a great launch. A lot of people made 20x, 30x from pre-sale and took some profits. But also from the 10th of January, we kind of started to see a pullback in the market. We're paired with ETH, which has obviously pulled down the price. And on top of that, a lot of the liquidity in altcoins got sucked out by my man Donald Trump launching Trump coins, and a lot of this meme action, sucked a lot of liquidity out of altcoins. But when I look at small cap altcoins and I look at their charts, we're all in this same place. And what makes this project different is that we just keep delivering. We haven't stopped working. We do AMAs every day, and we keep delivering the results. And ultimately, the big catalyst that everybody's been waiting for is the new application, the supplements that will start generating revenue. That just got approved last week by the App Store and the Google Store. So now it's going live. So we're delivering on our roadmap. This, for me, is a great buying in opportunity. It's an opportunity to buy in at pre-sale prices, but this time we expect much more stability. We've doubled our holders since we've been live on the market. So we've got over 5,000 holders now. So I think long term, we're in a really good space. The chart, it has done that, but that's kind of normal in Web3. You guys call them JEETs. You guys call them people take profits, man, which is what it is. But we're just going to keep delivering. The revenue will show what this project is about. And this is a real world project that giving real world value back to token holders. So, Yeah, I'm not worried about the chart. The only thing I look at is the amount of holders that we've got. We've got a really loyal community. Everybody's been waiting for us to deliver a product, and we've delivered. It's done. It's done. So, and this is just the first app. You know, you've got to understand as well. You know, if you're looking for meme coin returns, go invest in meme coin. If you're looking for real utility, long-term projects, you know, this is the perfect project. And Bitcoin took 4 years to hit $1,000, and Bitcoin only became what it was because people were fed up with a corrupt system and they were looking for a solution, and the people believed that Bitcoin was the solution, but it still took 4 years to get there. Now that crypto is more established, these cycles move a lot quicker. We are presenting a solution to a broken system, and it is just going to take us time to get that momentum going. But, you know, in terms of the chart now, I'm not worried about the chart because we've already delivered. We're going to deliver. And if you're investing in long-term utility plays, boy, is this a good buying in opportunity. You don't buy high, sell low when you invest. You buy low, sell high.
True.
The Jeets are out. The profit takers who only cared about the profit are moved on to the next broccoli or the next salad or whatever the next narrative is. But we have held the line and we have grown holders. So as those profit takers have been taking it down, we've been growing in our holders, and we've been waiting for the catalysts to then go on the next phase in our journey. And the catalysts are beautiful. Just go look at our Twitter, go look at all the announcements, go look at all the partnerships. We are preparing for the rocket to take off. And there's only one way that's going to go long term, because of the value that we're going to create and the value we're going to bring back in from Web 2 to Web 3. Makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, like, to be honest, like, in this past 2 months, it is pretty bad for the market, or the Trump's token, and like for example, the DeSci one, bio, if I were to say, they had a similar chart, so it's normal. Even penguin, the penguin from the Pachiv penguin, they look similar, so it is down with the market, so it is normal. We are building phase, so it is very normal. I bet, Sam. Hey Sam, maybe our life is pretty long. I think like our degen Web3 people are quite long-term expansion. Maybe let's end the live very soon here. Give us maybe some more alpha in 1 or 2 minutes. Like, or what do you want to drop here?
Look, I mean, if you go look at what we've already dropped, you're going to see this is a real project. What's coming? We have a ton of Web3 partnerships coming. We have a ton of Web2 partnerships coming. Partnerships that are going to create real world value to drive this project forward. And that's the key. We're not just doing partnerships for a Twitter announcement. We're doing them because they add value to the ecosystem. All you're going to see in the next few weeks, the next few months, the next years is us delivering on our roadmap. So if you think that the world needs personalized healthcare, if you think that there is this, if you believe in the utility that we're creating and the applications we are building, you know, then there's never going to be a better time than now to invest in this project. And when you see the caliber of people and partnerships that we are doing, you know, ultimately there's a reason for that. You don't need to be an expert in DeSci or science to appreciate value, and we are creating value. And that is the difference. We're fully doxed. We never stop working. You won't find a team more active than us, more active in our community. We just keep dropping alpha, but new alpha coming, man. I mean, we've just had one of the biggest guys in Asia, you know, invest in our project, join our board. We're going to be expanding into the Asian market. You know, we've got a guy in the US that built a $7 billion healthcare business with 40,000 employees. Invest in our project. We announced him. He just joined the board. We only need 100,000 subscribers to bring in 26 million a year back into the token. If we get 1 million subscribers, Jesus, I mean, this is going to be absolutely parabolic. So, you know, the team are transparent. We're doing everything that we promised. We are not lying. We're not faking, doing airdrops to 10,000 people to make it look like we have tens of thousands of holders. We're doing everything organically, with integrity, with transparency. And this is what Web3 needs. Too many people have been burned from broken promises from people, and they blame the cycle. We're building a business that doesn't need the cycle. We need the first part now to take off. But once we have 100,000 subscribers, we will have everything that we need to be self-sustainable, self-funding. And that is what Web3 needs. More real-world projects using the blockchain for real-world reasons. And I'll say it one more time. It's my favorite line. We're not building a blockchain business. We're building a business on the blockchain to be more efficient, more transparent, and give more value back to our community, so that people don't have to rely on big pharma. They can, from their app, from their mobile phone, they can track, measure, and optimize their health. And all you've got to do is spit in a tube, and we're going to give that test to you for free, because this should be affordable for everyone. So it's not only a great product, it's not only a great project, it's a great purpose, it's a great mission, making premium personalized healthcare, which is the future, affordable for everyone, and removing greed from healthcare and giving people the power to be their own doctor. And I think that's a noble cause. So we've got Godspeed behind us. We're positive people, we're transparent people, and we're just going to keep smashing it out the park like we're doing now.
All right, interesting for the Muhdo. Hey, Sam, thanks for the live, man. And we heard the stuff, the transparency.
I told you it wouldn't be 30 minutes, man. Sorry.
We're gonna see it very soon anyway. Yeah, I hope to see the big stuff coming soon from the Muhdo Health, man.
It's already coming. Go look on our Twitter, bro. Look at the people that just joined the board. There's a reason why these people are joining our company. These guys have built multi-billion-dollar healthcare businesses. Like, that's massive. They would not put their face to a project that wasn't real, guys. There's no bullshit. You guys. Go look at what we've already done, and then just keep watching the Muhdo show, because eventually, the narrative will change from meme coins back to utility. And when people are going to look, let's go find some real utility projects. Nobody's delivering like we're delivering, and in DeSci, we will be the kings of DeSci, because we're not promising research that's going to be something in 5-10 years. We're delivering value today.
Okay. Hey, Sam, thanks for the live, man. It's very helpful to hear another DeSci that look very innovative, man. Thanks for the live. All right, guys, hit and subscribe, share this live, man, just so that we can spread this design science Muhdo with the Sams, man. Thank you very much. Have a good day, man. Have a good day.
Sure.
Peace out. Let's end the live right now.